Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to analyze three coins. The first coin is Avalanche, the second coin is Near Protocol, and the third coin is ICP. There isn't much to say about these three coins. We'll just do a brief analysis to see what changes have happened to them in the past few days. What you're seeing now is the Avalanche chart. After spending a long time in this range, Avalanche finally managed to make a nice breakout last week. When the price was here, we talked about the possibility of a breakout, and the breakout was actually very strong and filled this initial gap. What's interesting about the Avalanche chart is that its moving averages are currently high and the price is moving above the moving averages. And in this section that has formed, we see a gap similar to the one here that has now been filled. It's possible that the price could come back down and do a back test on this range where it was before, testing this area as support and then move up in the next leg to reach $35. That's the possibility. And we should remember that there's a high chance it could go down and do a back test because a nice gap has formed that it might go down to test. It's about 10%. If Bitcoin doesn't go down for another leg, there's a chance that first of all, this level will hold and move up. But if Bitcoin goes down for another leg, first of all, it will most likely drop down to this area. Now, what is the leg that I'm talking about in Bitcoin? If we look at the Bitcoin chart, we can see that Bitcoin formed a head and shoulders pattern here, and the price beautifully broke through this head and shoulders and went up. And now, as you can see, Bitcoin's major support was in this area, which it tested and had a good bounce from, and its short-term support is here. Right now, Bitcoin has almost hit a short-term resistance that's holding the price here. If it can't break through this and comes back down, Avalanche will also drop to this lower area. But if Bitcoin breaks through this level and goes up, it's very likely that Avalanche will also go up. We have to see what happens in the coming week. And this week is also a very important week. As I said, the interest rate news is coming out tomorrow, and it's very important for the crypto markets. Let's move on to the Near Protocol chart. So looking at the chart for Near Protocol, the overall picture really hasn't changed all that much. As we have been discussing Near Protocol for quite a while now, it's important to point out that it still has not managed to break above this important trend line. We have indeed had a pullback into this area, and looking specifically at the 4-hour time frame, we can see it came down to hit a key support level and then had a small bounce from that point. For now, it's gone up with a double bottom pattern. This pattern is a double bottom, which is pretty clear on the 4-hour time frame, and it's had a bounce. That's exactly what Near Protocol's chart is showing. If Bitcoin drops in that leg we talked about, Near Protocol could also come down to these areas and test these levels. That means it could drop to around $2.50. But if Bitcoin holds the level I mentioned and moves up, breaking through its short-term resistance, Near Protocol could also go up. So that's the Near Protocol chart. For now, there haven't been any major changes. All the levels are holding and everything is okay at the moment. Nothing special has happened with ICP. ICP's performance has been a bit worse than the other altcoins. For example, coins like Avalanche and Near Protocol. Avalanche is almost selling in this area, and Near Protocol is near the upper middle of the range. But ICP has dropped almost to the lowest level of the range. And this means ICP's performance hasn't been very impressive. What matters for ICP is that this level needs to be held. It doesn't matter what happens within the range. Within the range, there are a lot of ups and downs. As you can see, it went up here, came down here, lost support, went up again, and then came down again. There are a lot of ups and downs within the range, but it needs to maintain the support level in this area. It shouldn't lose these areas, and if it wants to go up, it has to break out of this range. And I'm still sticking with the short-term target of $9 to $11. As long as Bitcoin and the total market caps are bullish, that's it for the ICP chart. Let's move on to the charts of altcoins that are ranked in the top 10. We can clearly see that we had a breakout here, then a back test, and now it's testing whether this area acts as support or not. It's likely that Bitcoin will hold the level it's currently at, and there's a chance it won't drop. Because here, as we can see in the total market cap, the price is clearly being supported and if it goes lower, its structure will get a bit disrupted. In the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, we see the same pattern where the price is right near a support and has just bounced for now. The total market cap without Bitcoin has clearly been on support and has had a bounce, and if it goes lower, its structure will get a bit disrupted. That was today's video about these three important coins, and let's see what happens by tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very decisive day, both for crypto and for the stock market. And don't forget, the trading game is never 100% certain, and everything comes down to probability. And I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Until the next video, goodbye.